All right, welcome back to Age of Empires Mobile. This is Lizard Jesus. We had our first Mightiest Empire and we did win. I'm going to be going over everything about the Mightiest Empire. I'm going to be going over my account as well, a little bit of an account review towards the later end. Before we get further into the video, though, I want to make something very clear. And I've noticed that there's a lot of people that have been really hating on the Mightiest Empire, saying that it's super underwhelming. And a lot of people are comparing this game to Rise of Kingdoms, for good reason. Rise of Kingdoms has been dominating the mobile game city building MMO for quite some time, as well as the devs from this game have also said that they really like a lot of the things about Rise of Kingdoms and that there's a lot of features that were actually inspired by Rise of Kingdoms that are in this game. However, Age of Empires Mobile came out in October 17th. I believe that was a global launch. This game is very, very new. This is literally the first Mightiest Empire ever that I have ever played for Kingdom 5 versus Kingdom 6. There's going to be lots of updates. There's going to be lots of work to go through. And don't think that this is what we're going to have for like the rest of our time in Age of Empires Mobile. Because trust me, it's not. The devs have mentioned that they're looking for our feedback and all that stuff. So I want people to approach it with that mindset that this game is new and it's literally the first KVK ever, and there's still lots of work to be done. Moving forward, they executed it quite nicely. I gotta be honest with y'all. Like, for a game that is just launched, it was not laggy at all. It was very straightforward. Everything was there that you needed, like on the screen. I mean, like on the screen, on the format, like all this. It was good. Um, I did record the fighting. However, I can't show you lots of it. I'm going to go over some clips and screenshots, but the reason why I can't show you all of it is because I made the mistake of playing music while I was fighting, and I don't want to get a copyright strike claim. So I'm just going to go over some reports and some screenshots with you guys of what it looks like, and I'm going to be explaining into greater detail how it is. First things first, let's jump into the juicy stuff, and that is the reports. The reports. So, this is someone that I fought. I did lose this battle. Oh, wait, no, I didn't lose this battle. I won this battle. I entered this battle with less troops. But because my troops were of a higher tier, I was able to come out on top. And it was infantry versus infantry. He did have better gear than me. He has a lot better gear than me. A lot better gear. A lot more crystals. He's got purple crystals on his gear. But I think the quality of commanders that I was bringing was just better. He's using a tavern commander, a gold key, a tavern commander, Harambe. Like I said in the past, those commanders are fine for starting points, but you really don't want to be fighting the open field with tavern commanders outside for 3. And there's 3 commanders from the tavern that I think are fine for the open field, but that's not what this video is about. Anyways, so what's the other trait I had? So this one, I went into this battle with a higher tier troops. This one was also infantry versus I don't know if this is archers. I think this is archers or pikemen. I'm not sure. This is swordsman. Okay, so he was running swordsman. Yeah. So I mean, like, I kind of dusted the brakes off this guy. Again, I'm bringing a higher tier troop, and I'm just bringing higher quality commanders. He's got 2 gold key commanders, and then he's got King David, which you get for free in the beginning of the game. I don't know, it's a terrible, terrible decision to be fielding with that. Like I said, fine for the early game as a starting point. Definitely not commanders you want to be wasting your experience on. This guy, you can tell he made a huge mistake. He has Harold and Josephine very, very, very starred up. He really, really starred them up. And, oh man, I have my entire lineup is significantly less starred up than his, but just because of the quality of commanders I'm bringing is better, that's how I was able to dust the brakes off of him. On top of that, I had a higher tier troop. But quite frankly, I actually think that the tier, if you're fighting someone who's 1 tier difference, you shouldn't get wrecked. If it's 1 tier difference of troop types, honestly, you shouldn't be worried about getting wrecked. This guy just made a mistake of investing into the wrong commanders, the super, super wrong commanders. He's putting universals in tavern commanders. You don't want to do that. He's running very underpowered commanders for KVK. You don't want to do that. Now this guy, I believe I actually lost this one. Yes, okay, I did lose this one. Now, this ties into what I said with this guy. Let's take a look how I lost this battle. Hold on. So, again, like I just said, having one tier of troop difference shouldn't matter too much. Once you step into the realm of the person you're fighting has 2 tiers of troops higher, that's when you're going to notice a significant difference. However, I had already been fighting for quite a while, so I entered this battle with a lot less troops. I did lose, but let's take a look at something, and that is he's running more endgame commanders. He still has a tavern commander, that being Guan Yu. This is what he was running. So his Guan Yu, he started up a lot. I do think that's a mistake. However, as I said before, these tavern commanders are fine for a starting point. These are fine starting point commanders. It's fine to just level them up. I wouldn't star them up. Level them up, use their talents, and you can upgrade their skills. I would upgrade these. I wouldn't use skill scrolls on tavern commanders, but I think using skill points is fine. Getting skill points in this game is very, very easy. But look at his equipment. He's running good equipment, endgame commanders, Attila the Hunt, Lu Bu. Just really, he's focusing on endgame commanders. He's not prioritizing. This guy was not prioritizing gold key commanders. Come on. This guy just leveled up the wrong commanders. Everything that this guy had put into King Derek, Harold, and Josephine, if he had put in all of everything if he had just been a little bit more patient and if he'd put everything into like Yodit, a Tribuana, and a Mehmed, he would have had a significantly better infantry lineup. But he made the mistake of investing in tavern commanders. Now, let's take a look at this guy, Archer. I went into this battle with a higher tier troop, but significantly less troops. I did lose. Oh my goodness, I didn't lose this one. I went into this battle with significantly less troops, and I actually came out on top. Maybe even just having one tier troop makes, of course it will make a difference, but anyways. So this guy actually has a decent lineup. He's running a 2-star Milan with a 2-star Rani and a 2-star Bellevue. This is pretty solid. This is a really solid Archer lineup. The only thing is that his equipment is really underleveled. He has really, really underleveled equipment. They're all level 1. None of them are starred up. He has no crystals on it. So I think that's where he kind of fell off the boat. Not leveling up his equipment on that lineup. Now, you guys are probably wondering, well, why are these the only reports you have? And that's because the fighting in the Mightiest Empire, it only lasts for 8 hours. Yes, that's the underwhelming part. I'll be honest with you guys, is that the fighting only lasts for 8 hours. I think obviously what the devs are doing is that they're just kind of trying to get they just are trying to find like their standing ground on what they want to build off of when it comes to KVK. So this is the very beginning stages of KVK. Super fortunate to play it, but 8 hours of fighting, and then after the 8 hours, the KVK is over. That's not it. This Mightiest Empire event, the way it is right now, how the fighting is only 8 hours, this is better off as like a weekly event. This is better off as like an event that starts, let's say it starts Friday at reset. Or maybe it's like just a weekly event, something that just happens once a week over the course of 3 days. It would be better if it was like if this is once a month and this is what we get for KVK, players are not really going to be having a good time. I'm not saying that they should switch it right now and say, oh, the Mightiest Empire is going to be once a week. Like I said, they're just getting the boat on the shore. You know, they're getting it out to set sail, and they're looking for something. 8 hours is super underwhelming for fighting. I'm going to go over the lineups that I was running. I only ran one lineup, and that was my swordsman lineup, and it was a Miyamoto with Yodi and Tribuana. I only ran that one lineup because it's the only lineup I have completed. My Leonidas is underleveled. My Mansa Musa is underleveled. My Boudica is underleveled. The equipment on them is fine, actually. I would be confident fielding with this equipment, but they're not max level, and I don't want to fight with unmaxed heroes. On top of that, I actually am kind of regretting investing lots into Leonidas. I'm going to star Mansa Musa up as quick as possible to replace Leo as the primary. Leo surprisingly falls off kind of. I don't even know if falling off is the right word or if it's just the fact that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Leo's is really weird right now. He seems a bit underpowered for a commander that you have to buy with real money. So I don't know about Leo, but I think Mansa Musa is here to. Mansa Musa is looking really good. So in the future, I am currently building my pikeman. Now that my infantry is pretty much done, the only thing I have left to do is equipment, skills, and stars. I don't have to worry about XP. I'm currently leveling up my Leo, Mansa Musa, and Boudica, and that's gonna be my next. That's gonna be my second lineup. Um, After that is complete, I am going to be building a lineup around Yi Sun, one of the only tavern commanders that I think is worthy for fighting in the open field for obvious reasons. I mean, just come on, just read his kit. I'm going to be building my lineup around him with Suleiman and Senadok. Now, let's go over what the KVK, what the Mightiest Empire actually looks like. I'm going to take you guys over to some screenshots. So here is the recording I have from when I invaded Kingdom 6. This is their Imperial City. I'm marching here right now, and what I was doing is we're going to take out all of the barbarians and then capture the city. Hold on, let me just... So here is kind of a Giga Chad play, what I did. I didn't realize... I thought I was... Me being 9 million power, I thought I was really underpowered, and I had actually was able to solo one of the passes. And it's not like, oh, the passes are weak, because I saw a guy in my alliance had 2 troops on the pass and he actually died. He wasn't able to do it, and then I soloed it right there. So that was kind of a Giga Chad play. Some of my alliance was already in there, and then as we move forward into the video, I'm just going to skip ahead. So this is us occupying the castle. I was in Kingdom 5 with WOA, and I'm in FRC. We're occupying the castle right now, and this is where we were fighting the enemy. 10k. 10k is our enemy. Our enemy. Yeah, I don't know. We kind of owned them. I'm not gonna lie. We kind of dusted the brakes off Kingdom 6. Like, hey, look, Kingdom 6. You guys put up a fight. I mean, while it lasted, but whatever. So this is kind of what the fighting looks like in KVK. We invade, we occupy the city, and then, so you guys are kind of understanding what I'm saying, how this is just, it's obvious that this is not going to be the end game content. This is not going to be the end game content. This is just it's just the beginning of the game, and they're really just going to build off of this. So I do think it was executed nicely though. And what I mean by that is, I mean, for a brand new game that is just launching an event, a big event, by the way, having 2 servers collide in a map and fight takes a lot. It takes a lot to do that. I think it's fun. It is fun. It's really cool. I just think that 8 hours of fighting is it's not it. That's all. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna skip ahead to see where I am doing some fighting. Oh, did I do some fighting already? Oh yeah, I fought the barbarians. That's why I'm a bit of low health. Okay, so here we are. I'm fighting that Mulan from earlier. I'm going to engage the Mulan right here, and I'm just going to show you guys what it's like. So again, I went into this battle with less troops. 123k versus 74k. Okay, so I did have help from an ally right there. Okay, so I did have help from an ally, but whatever. I'm just really what I'm doing is I'm just kind of showing you guys what the KVK in this game is like. I wasn't able to pop my active skill off here. I did get swarmed pretty bad. Right here, but Yeah. Yeah, so this is what I was running for the Mightiest Empire. I had Ring of Deer. I'm gonna be Ring of Deer is probably I took a look at all of the purple rings. Um Ring of Deer is probably the only purple ring that I think is worthy of leveling up. You should really just be saving up for gold rings, honestly. You don't want to have you don't want to be running a lineup with purple rings going against people that have gold rings. I'm not saying don't use gold rings. Like there's a period of time when you're building your account when you have to run purple equipment, but I'm just telling you guys you should probably save up for gold rings and don't do what I did and I bought like 4 purple rings cuz I was desperate to fill out signet rings on my commanders. Yeah, so that's a bit of what the KVK. Let me see if I can find anything else for you guys. Something that's interesting. Yeah, well, I guess I'll just show you them fighting, honestly. So you guys want to see. I don't know, like, it wasn't anything too crazy. It was the first ever KVK, first ever Mightiest Empire. Like, again, it wasn't anything super crazy, but hey, it was a KVK nonetheless, and it was fun. The rewards are also a little bit underwhelming. I think they should, I think Universal Legendary tokens should be more in the reward shop. That's just what I think. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna jump back in a game. So yeah, that was our first Mighty's Empire. I don't know what you guys think. You guys can comment down below. Comment down below if next time I'm in Mighty's Empire, if you guys want me to live stream it or maybe just get more clips of it. I can do that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. This has been Lizard Jesus. Peace.